All right, Conrad. So, yeah, I mean, the year's been a bit of a mental one with COVID and everything. How did that affect your preparation? I mean, you got a track of your own, but I guess you couldn't go and ride. So, how did that affect the whole build-up to the GPs this year? You haven't started yet, but how's it been?
It's been difficult. It's obviously, yeah, everyone was kind of in the same boat. You couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. So we were limited, especially with my fitness trainer. Obviously, we started off where we could only do things outside, like with distance and things like that. And then when he could open back up, which wasn't long ago, sorry, we could really hit home with the training. So on that side, it was a bit difficult. But for me, the riding side, I was in Belgium. So it kind of never really stopped for me. Tracks were open all the time. And yeah, I think the only difficult part for me was that we didn't know when it was going to kind of start and things like that. So, and obviously we don't want to peak too early and we don't want to peak too late. So you have to kind of find that balance. And I feel like the way I feel now, I feel like we've timed that just right. And I feel like with my riding coach, Stephen Sword, and the whole Hitachi KTM Fueled by Milwaukee team, and also my fitness trainer, Paul Ryman, I feel like we've had a solid program throughout the winter. And yeah, we're hitting the ground running at the minute.
So how's that been? Obviously, you started off your 85 career, Justin Morris trained you. Now you're working, as a lot of top riders do, that they come to a point in their career maybe where things need to be freshened up, either with a team or a different coach. How's it panning out with Sordy? Obviously you just said you've been working with him, but how's it actually going as a dynamic? Do you hang out much, like when you're not training, or you come in close pals? How does that dynamic work?
Yeah, so obviously I started with Justin, like I said, and like no one can forget the things that he taught me on a bike, like everything that I was doing today and things like that. Like, he's taught me all of that. He taught me how to ride a bike, and he taught me from a kid. So I can't thank him enough for everything, and part of my success is down to him and things like that. So, but again, Sordy's done a fantastic job. He's come on board and he's helping me with a program, and we're just getting the work done. And he doesn't need to come and tell me now to put your leg out here and put your leg out there and things like that. It's more of a guide to have in my corner, and we hang out all the time. Me and Sordy are great friends, and I love spending time with him. And it's one of them people that when I have him at the track, I feel like I've got part of my family there, which is nice. But during the week, he comes to the track, he tells us what to do. He's very professional, he's very quiet, and he's doing a fantastic job, and not just with me, with the teammates as well. So yeah, it's all, like I said, it's all been going great this winter, and I'm looking forward to getting the GPs underway.
When you came into the pros and certainly racing EMX and all that, after winning that World 85 title and all the hype builds up, looking back on it now you've been through it, was it more difficult than you realised what you were going through at the time? Because you did hit a bit of a sort of a sticky patch where it just wasn't happening.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like things are only just starting to come right again now. And the thing for me is, don't get me wrong, they were all fantastic teams. They were factory teams, and they're the best teams out there, and for bike-wise anyway. But for me, it was the wrong timing. It wasn't. I was a 14-year-old kid that took away from my family to move to Belgium. I was a family kid, My mum done everything for me, and my dad done everything for me, and I just wasn't ready for that. And it was a fantastic bike, it was a fantastic team, but unfortunately I just wasn't ready, and that knocked my confidence for a couple of years, because I was being put into the big stage, and I had the limelight on me, and I was expected to do big things, and it didn't happen. And unfortunately that's the way it can go sometimes. So it knocked my confidence for a couple of years, and yeah, we've been working so hard since then, and Hitachi KTM Fueled by Milwaukee have done an amazing job to bring me back up and bring me back to my best, and I can't thank them guys enough. And yeah, like I said, I'm having the most fun ever at the minute riding a motocross bike, which is nice. So
yeah, you do seem in a different frame of mind. So all bodes well then. Obviously anything can happen in motocross, and it usually does. But as we stand here going into the first GP in a couple of weeks' time or whatever it is, you do seem a completely different person and really ready, I guess, to really challenge for that title.
Yeah, and for me, the way I look at it is it takes longer than one off season to fight for a world title. It takes years and years and years, and I've been through a lot. I've done a lot, and I've been to a lot of teams, and I was I've been at rock bottom before, and I was sat in the back of the van thinking, like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. And so I've had a very tough time with it, and like, but now I'm starting to come out the other side, and it's only made me stronger mentally. And I'm, like I said, I'm in a great place at the minute. I'm happy, and I'm really looking forward to getting to Russia and hopefully ride my full potential at a Grand Prix.
Yeah, we wish you the best of luck with it, and then cap off the year, winning a world title, and then taking Team GB to victory in the MXN Nations. That's what we want.
That's the dream. That's the one. Hopefully this year.